Hello, everybody. I would like to welcome you to the land of my ancestors. I have done my DNA analysis, and 30% of my gene pool is from this area. So you could take at least 30% of it. This is the assembly of CoastPredict, and I want to thank four institutions that have promoted and financed part of this, and it's obviously the Collaborative Center for Coastal Resilience, CMCC, Cinvestav, and the DCC. Yeah, I meant the DCC, CMCC, Nortec, and obviously Cinvestav. So I want to thank him very much. I want to welcome you here. I want to mention that I hope you enjoy this. I hope you go on Friday to see the pyramids that the Mayans made here, and it's a very interesting thing to see. I will come with you, and I want to let you know that one of the things that we got last minute is that Cinvestav has sponsored the dinner on tomorrow, so everybody is welcome. Without further ado, I hope that we spend these 3 days talking about the global coast and what we can do for making life better for everybody who live in the coast. I will pass the microphone to the director of the Cinvestav Merida, who's going to give us the official welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Okay, good morning to all of you. It's a pleasure and honor to welcome to Merida and also to Cinvestav for this important event on coastal resilience and prediction, bringing together the CoastPredict and global coast communities. This year is particularly meaningful for us. Cinvestav celebrates 60 years old since the foundations, one of the most important scientific institutions in Mexico. And for more than 6 decades, Cinvestav has contributed to the development of knowledge, the training of highly specialized human resources, and the solution of national problems through science. At the same time, our Merida campus celebrates 45 years of continuous work in this region. From the beginning, this campus has closely connected to the challenge on the Mexico and Yucatan Peninsula. Our mission has never abstract science alone, but science that understands and responds to the environmental and society around us. 3 departments has been central for this effort. The Department of Applied Physics has contributed to understand of complex systems, modeling and technological development, providing tools that are relevant for environmental monitoring and prediction. The Department of the Human Ecology has worked on the interface between the society and environment, addressing how communities interact with natural resources and how sustainable solutions can be designed and implemented. And very importantly, for this meeting, the Department of Marine Research has played a key role in understanding coastal and marine systems. Its work has directly contributed to issues such as fisheries, coastal dynamics, ecosystem health, and environmental risks in these regions. These efforts are not isolated. They respond to real and urgent problems that affect our coast. Here in Yucatan Peninsula, we are facing increased pressure on coastal systems. The arrival of massive sargassum blooms has transformed ecosystems, economies, and daily life. Coastal contamination, including microplastic, is not longer a distant concern, but a measurable reality. Climate change is altering sea temperature, circulation patterns, and extreme events with direct consequence for coastal communities. These are local problems, but they are also global problems. What we are seeing here is part of much larger transformations of the coastal oceans. And around the world, coasts are under stress from rising sea levels, warming waters, pollution, and increased human pressure. The challenge is not only to understand this process, but also to predict them and to translate that knowledge into actions. This is precisely why this meeting is important. I must say openly that I am not expert in coastal oceanography or marine systems. That is not my field, but I do understand the importance of bringing together different communities, observation modeling, data, and decision-making to address complex problems that are not single disciplines can solve. The value of this meeting lies in these integrations. From that I have to see in the program, this event brings together efforts on observation systems, prediction frameworks, digital twins, and regional collaborations. These are exactly the kinds of coordinated approaches that are needed if we want to move from understanding to real impact. Science today is not only about generating knowledge, it's about connecting knowledge across scales, from local observations to global systems, and across community, from research to policy makers and society. In that sense, coastal resilience is not only a scientific challenge, it's also a social and institutional challenge. Let me also take a moment to acknowledge and thank all those who make this event possible. Of course, Alex, but I also want to thank Cinvestav authorities for the continued support, as well as the organizing committees and collaborators. I also acknowledge the support of the international programs and agencies involved, including those contributing to the Ocean Decades Initiative and the coastal resilience efforts. Finally, I thank the support of the national and the local government institutions whose collaboration is essential for translating science into actions. Your presence here reflects and shares a commitment to address one of the most pressing challenges in our times. So let me close with a simple idea. We cannot solve coastal problems from a distance. We need science that is grounded, collaborative, connected to reality. Meetings like this one are not just academic exercise. They are part of the process of building solutions. I hope that during these days, you will find not only productive discussions, but also new collaborations and concrete steps forward. So welcome to Cinvestav and welcome to Merida, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Gabriel. I'll be the host of these introductions today. So we want to invite our co-chair, Nadia, to give us the next talk about the program.
Okay. So let me first thank, I have to keep it closer. And I can move it here. Okay. Yeah. So let me first thank Cinvestav and Dr. Hernandez for being with us and supporting this new challenging future where science is for societal benefit. And we concentrate on the coast where most of the human population lives because problems are at stake and are very hard to solve because they go from society, as you said, to science, to basic science. Okay, so then let me start to thank all of you for being here. It's fantastic to finally see the place where hopefully we will do much of our work in trying to demonstrate that it is possible to use science-based resilience, thinking, and work. So this is a reworded CoastPredict, is predictions for a resilient global coastal ocean. We clearly are integrated, right, across from observations from monitoring to prediction and to digital twin that were already mentioned. And let me explain again to you, if there is any need, that this all would not have been possible unless the board of CoastPredict work every week to see where we need to go and check what is the best way to use your resources, our resources, toward the goal. So we have Vasiliki Kourafoulou from the University of Miami, the co-chair, Joaquin Tintoré from SOSIB Imedea in Spain, and Emma Heslop, who has been a major driver from UNESCO, IOC, and GOOS, Giovanni Copini here from CMCC, Aleta Iniguez from the Philippines, the University of the Philippines, Wendy Zhu from UNESCO IOC Subcommission, and Lorna Innis from IOC Caribe, and the Secretariat that you know very well. Without that, we could not do. So I think that, we are a group, we are consolidating a group. This is very important because this is an endeavor that, you might think started with a decade, but actually I will show you during the conference, it started much earlier and it didn't go through for some good scientific reasons, and the others were instead that we needed to have this kind of co-design done. Okay, so let me try to go ahead. Sorry?
मान्छेहरूको सम्पत्ति छानबिन हुँदैछ र त्योभन्दा अगाडिको पनि
Yeah. Where should I point? Point there. Okay. So I will try to show you briefly the decade coordination framework where we move and we hope to consistently advance toward the 2030 deadline, but also thinking about after. And then I will show you a brief excursus on our CoastPredict evolution, and then where we are now at the implementation and the future.